Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How about it, folks? Give it a hand to Miss Marla Green. Always sings the national anthem here for us. She does a fine job each and every time, Marla. I think you get better. Just like fine wine, you get better in time, sweetheart. How about it? So what?
It's worn, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's what that's what we love about these sheet metal bodies. You can just pull them off just like the mods, and you can just bang them out. Just sit them on the concrete and kind of knock the dents out of them there with a sledgehammer, and it'll be good to rock and roll. Just straighten them out, and here we go.
That's it. So all these guys have been here at 6-7 this year, except for Jeff Hammett coming out of Cedar Hill, Texas, driving out of Dallas, but from Cedar Hill originally. So we'll see what Hammett can do from the front row.
Well, there was a guy by the name of Wendell Hammett back in the day. I grew up watching racing. The Hammets usually get it on. As the lights are out, we're going to go green chase into turn number 1. We are live on INCA TV for the first time ever here at the Texarkana 67 Speedway as they hustle off of turn number 2. The Golden Gun ready to fire. He has the race lead, the 007 of Dustin Yount.
Yeah, welcome to the fastest little dirt track himself there, Jeff Hammond. You've got Dustin Yount on the outside of you riding the high line. Coming out of turn 4, he'll lead the first lap. Hammond gets a little loose, a little sideways, coming out of the corner. They're 3 wide behind him, Zach.
3 wide, Paul Garrett way to the outside. And the 21G, the meat in the bun there, the 13 of Kimber, the 22B of the Bandit, Cole Burleson. Hammett still continues to hold on a second and continues to hammer it. And here comes Club 20. This Club 20 suspension is supplying the dig underneath the Kirby Arkansas racer 3-wheel Neil Kemp. Here we go. Chase is heating up off of 4.
I was just saying, Cole Burleson looking real fast and good, and then here came Neil Kemp taking 2 at a time. But we've unfortunately got a spin-a-rooney down here between Paul Garrett in the 21G, and I don't know the other car there. Which one is that here? Is the 29? Is that what they said? Fireworks here tonight are presented by Anthony Atkinson at 6-7 Speedway, and it'll be McDaniel's Fireworks presenting the show at Timberline.
And he has a plethora of them. He has plenty of fireworks. And I'll tell you what, as we get ready to drop the hammer here in this factory stock piece, it is about time the 007 of Dustin Yount. He has raced here week in and week out all season long, that he has some good luck on his behalf, and he cashes in on that victory. He was your non-winners winner. If that makes sense. So we had all the drivers who had never won. We compiled them all into a list. We drew their names out of a bucket. It was around 80 or to 100 drivers over at Arklatex last season, and he picked up the win in that one for his first career victory. But I tell you, Dustin's always flirting with disaster right up there into the mix to get a win, and he'll lead them off of 4.
Definitely so. And, here he hasn't got a heat race win yet this season, Zach, or a feature, but he's got a trophy dash win here on June the 23rd. So right now he's out front looking pretty, but here comes the Bandit, Cole Burleson, and behind him you got Neil Kemp. And, Hammett's not looking too bad in that 13 either, Zach.
Everything that we just said about Yount could be said about the 22B of Cole Burleson as well. A youngster who's been here week in and week out and is starting to really find his niche around this racetrack. And, you certainly have to love the 22B has no quit attitude. I'll tell you, Cole Burleson, he seems like he breaks something every week. He breaks the rear end. Something goes foul, but he comes out and he works on the car hard all week long to get back out here to race, and certainly is doing what he loves to do.
Definitely so, man. And, I don't know if I sent that to you, too. I found a picture of Cole Burleson when he was here at the track when he was about 10 years old earlier this week. And he still looks about the same. But right now, he's trying to track down Dustin Yount. But I tell you what, Neil Kemp's got a heck of a run coming out of 2 there. Kind of running the middle group down the back stretch. He'll look to the inside of Cole Burleson going into 3 and 4.
Yeah, it was close right there. He made a little bit of slight contact maybe there with the left rear quarter to the 22B of Burleson. Burleson trying to hold on. He feels the pressure now. 20 suspension, Team 5 Enterprise. The Kirby Arkansas racer 3-wheel Neil Kemp. He was able to get off the exit of turn number 2 pretty quickly that last time by. He loses some ground this time to Burleson into turn number 3. The white flag going to be coming out this time by for New Boston, Texas racer 007 of Dustin Yount. Yount going to lead him across the stripe in 1. Burleson still right second. Three-wheeled Neil Kemp right third. Hammett's fourth.
Yeah, your run right now is definitely for second. Don't blink, though. Yount makes a mistake. They're going to be there to pounce, but Neil Kemp will try to make one more run onto the inside. Cole Burleson looks like, no, he'll stick it to the high side there. Zach, bring us home.
Live on IMCA TV, heat race number 1 winner tonight here at Texarkana on a Wednesday night special goes to Dustin Yount in 007. They'll be fist pumping inside of the cockpit there. He takes heat race number 1, presented by Texarkana Tire and Wheel and Hadaway Towing and Collision. The 22B of Cole Burleson, the Bandit, the former 4-cylinder ace, will grab the bridesmaids in this one.
Who's won a few different features out here this year at 67 Speedway. Him and Whitehead have kind of owned this place. Second row inside, the 77 of Chris Polumsky back with us out of Texarkana, Texas. And the 88B, that's Mason Brown out of DeKalb, Texas. Then you got the 5J out of Hooks, Jason Lishman. You've got the 7 out of Alexandria, Louisiana, Cortland Smith, the youngster, and as well, Brian Cook in the 100. Let's go green for this second event.
We go green into 1 and 2. Mighty Mike Wells, a multi-time 67 track champion, slides right up in front of the nose of the Outlaw chassis number 32, but it doesn't hold back the advances of them. They'll go side by side for the race lead in the turn number 3. Here comes B. Brown. What can he do for you? Well, he might throw the 38 of Mike Wells into his hip pocket. He'll sidestep him or look to. He won't get the job done. Mike Wells is going to lead by half a cast whisker at the line.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brandon Brown's won 7 of 10 heat races this year out here at 67. He's had feature wins on March the 23rd, May the 11th, May the 25th. I tell you, last time we were out here too, June 29th, he won as well. So he's been on a rail, but him and Mike Wells putting on a show right now, Zach.
No doubt, man. Outside of Whitehead and Brown, only other winner, I believe, was Andrew Rossum, if I'm not mistaken.
You got it.
Those two have been the name of the game this season. And here comes Brown working on the outside of the Hadaway Towing and Collision. Club 20 suspension number 32 with the 38 of Wells hunting hard. Wells is finally getting that car where he likes it right here at his home racetrack. How about the Razor for Aiden Sid's Awareness 88B DE Wraps car, Mason Brown?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Mason Brown, again, got us a wheel cover that is signed by him. It's got the Sid's blue and pink on it there with Dirt Defender. And I'll tell you what, Zach, he said this is one of only 19 that was ever made as well. We're going to give this away to a lucky kid tonight as, again, he's trying to get that car on point. He's up in third right now trying to chase down mighty Mike Wells.
You know, this kid is just in the natural progression. He's starting to push the progression now. And that natural progression that you find of a young racer in his young career. This is one of the hardest racetracks to drive to. I mean, we talked particularly just about this place. He hadn't raced here a whole lot in his career. Speaking of Mason Brown, he is really starting to find his niche as well, and he's holding on to third. Lishman up to the 4th spot and disposes of the Florine, Louisiana racer and pushes him back to 5th. That's Brian Cook in the 100.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brian Cook gave him a shot going down the backstretch. Zach, not sure what that was about. If he was just saying, hey, I'm here, if he didn't like a move there a moment ago. But either way, gave him a little shot from behind there. Polumsky's kind of fell to the back. I wonder whose car he's in, Zach. Polumsky, of course, they had that ride earlier in the year that him and Austin Waters were splitting, and they sold it. And this is the first time I've seen him out since then.
Yeah, that was one of the cars that I believe Kamo had wrapped with a cage race or whatever, and they had a fella in it. Jimmy Moreland drove it 2 weeks ago, I believe. But, nonetheless, how about it? Throwing the keys on the counter, checking out of the competition. The white flag will be coming out this time by for Brandon Brown from Hooks, Texas.
I tell you what, I mean, it's just, as I look at my sheet over here, feature wins, Whitehead, Brown, Whitehead, Whitehead, Brown, Whitehead, Brown, Rossum, Whitehead, Whitehead, Brown. It's just been a tale of a tale with Brandon Brown and Whitehead here that night that Rossum won. No discount to that, but Whitehead was gone. Brown was here, though. He broke, and so did Kemp. And here he comes out of turn 4. He'll take a checker flag. Brandon Brown out of Hooks, Texas, picking up the win. Brandon
Brown takes the W. You were here for the King of the Ring on the Friday night 2 weeks ago for the 3rd annual SmackDown and 2nd annual Battle Royal presented by KR Promotions. The 32 and the 36J put on a show. They occupied heat number 1 presented by Farm Bureau Insurance out of Texarkana. On the pole, it'll be Steve Rebel Ward in 50, who has many IMC modified wins to his credit. Outside, it'll be Chad Melton from Flower Mound, Texas. Inside of number 2, it'll be Brendan Harvey out of Percy, Arkansas. The 21H. Outside's Clark Evans out of Carlisle, Arkansas on the 42. As we drop the hammer, we're underway. Mike Morris out of Hooks in the 5M. Chad Guest out of Ennis in the 19C. Craig Oakes from Marshall, driving the Larry Shaw chassis. Number 91. Outside is William Gould from Calera. And here comes Gould. Wow, he's already got the Walmart special. He's disposed of 4 of them. He was trying to get one more. So the center of 3 and off of turn number 4. Leading lap 1's going to go to Melton at 71. Oh, baby, that's going to be tough.
Oh, Steve Ward about to just grab some wall here at 67 Speedway there. He's all right, though. Gould looking the inside there. And here comes Craig Oakes on the high side, though. He's going to get a little loose, Zach, and lose some ground.
Yeah, he said, you know where Harvey is? He's about to plant himself on the front stretch wall. But nonetheless, if we were going by passing points here, William Gould would be sitting all kinds of pretty. The caution flag will wave. Brendan Harvey.
They still in business?
I don't know, a bunch of creepy juggalos somewhere. Chad
Juggalo.
Milton from Flower Mound, Texas is going to put his foot through the floorboard and get the party restarted. The candles are going to get relit. And we're back on our way here at Texarkana 67 Speedway in your Oklahoma IMC Modified Heat Race number 1 Chase.
Yeah, I look for William Gould and Craig Oaks to try to find their groove here and make their move here. William Gould,
Look
of
at
course.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig looks good this time coming out of 2. William Gould, though, has been here a few weeks with us, and he's already kind of got the track figured out, so he may have an advantage over some of these guys.
Craig Oaks is showing right now what a flawless race car driver that he is. Won $6,000 at the 5th Annual Factory Stock 50 and Justin Whitehead's big event at Arklatex. And he just passed and disposed of the former IMCA national champion William Gould. He'll try for second to the inside of Harvey. He's got it, but not enough. Harvey's going to smash the loud pedal chase. What a race for Craig Oaks. He's up to second now.
Heck of a race, man. Like you said, Craig Oaks is in that old Drew Armstrong ride who won 4 in a row in that car. April 20th and May 18th, he won all 4 events.
Sure
so
did.
we know that car is fast, and he's trying to get around Harvey now.
I like the homework and the nuggets you got here, Chase. You brought some ammo here tonight. Down the back. Oh, and Harvey just got shoved off the back chute there. Or ran out of real estate. Wouldn't call it say he got shoved, but hard racing there between he and Oaks.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room on the front or back stretch. These corners are very, very tight. So some of these guys that have not been here all year are probably going to be figuring that out firsthand. As right now, again, you've got the 71 of Melton stepping out, though, man. He's looking good out front, Zach.
He has no idea how far out front he is. He may, though, because he cocked that car all the way sideways and nearly spun out 2 laps ago. So he probably got a good view of him coming down the back stretch.
I tell you, he's got a tricky car, too, man. I always look at that thing, and I think it's a stare almost every time.
It's nearly an identical wrap. I'm not sure that there's a whole lot of difference with them, actually, as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Craig Oaks disposing of the former IMCA national champion William Gould from Calera, Oklahoma, with his wife Jenny sitting at home watching on IMCA TV. She's got to be thrilled with his son Remington back at the house watching as well.
For sure, but I tell you right now, the battle's for 5th here with Chad Guest, Steve Ward, Mike Morris, Clark Evans. They're battling out for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. They're shaking out. Look at Steve Ward does a crossover as Guest did a slide job back here. They're getting racy back here in the back, Zach.
Steve Ward says, no pun intended, but be my guest, Chad. Off of 4 down the front boulevard. The white flag is coming out. Final trip as he meets the midpoint there of the back straightaway. It'll be IMCA Modified Heat Race number 1. Coming to the stripe. I'll find out. I think we take the top 2, but checkered flag is going to be out from flagman Joe Holmes. The Wears Machine 71 of Chad Milton from Flower Mound second. How about that run for the driver out of Marshall, Texas? Craig Oaks.
40, Jesse Schwetman out of Tatum, Texas, 2nd row outside. 3rd row inside, the 15 of Curtis Allen out of Yukon, Oklahoma, with the 58 of Romeo Bonner out of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. The last row there made up a C5 of Chris Carter out of Redfield, Arkansas, and Dakota Hart, the 18M.
Some shoes in this one. Townsend, the former Louisiana State dirt track champion, but keep your eyes on Bodacious.
Let me tell you, boy, I was out there talking to Rowdy when I was in the pits. I was glad to see him here after him being sick yesterday and not making the Arklatex show. But what a race already up front right here.
Day boys are always ready to fight. That ain't no doubt about it. What I mean is they're ready to fight on the racetrack. These guys are absolute wheel men. Off before their father, Jimmy Day, won the $5,000 Battle of Boot Hill. We were there. They head off into 1. Tyler Townsend going to get company there to his outside chase.
We're almost 3 wide with Bodie. Look at the inside. Tyler Townsend's playing the cheese in the middle. But I tell you what, yeah, Rowdy and Bodie said they did leave Jeremy Little at home, speaking of fight.
David Good. They're going 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 4. Tyler Townsend back on the throttle to the outside. How about David Good? David Good, the former IMCA or the former promoter at Heart of Texas.
Look at Bodie. Look at the other side of Townsend right now. That's a good battle for second. Good battle back here for 4th, too, between Schwetman and Curtis Allen. I tell you, is that Chase Allen's nothing?
That's Curtis Allen from Oklahoma that builds the Western Flyer chassis that
So no relation.
Cody Davidson and
Gotcha.
Justin Whitehead
Gotcha.
drive. No relation.
Sometimes you just assume it, but Allen's a pretty common name, so I don't know why I did assume that. But no harm, no foul.
No relation to Bobby Allen either, the sprint car race. Off of 4. Down the boulevard. Here comes Tyler Townsend going to hunt down Good for the race lead halfway in. 50% complete in this one. 4 in and 4 laps to go. Tyler Townsend race fans took the last 2 years off from racing and he's back in the saddle again. Aerosmith playing in his noggin tonight. Here comes Tyler T.
He is chased back down our leader on that middle groove there. They'll come out of 4. They'll dime it coming down the front stretch here. We got a battle for the lead as we come to 3 to go from Flagman Joe.
Tyler Townsend undoubtedly was one of the more exciting upstarts we saw around the Arklatex region in quite some time in the Open Modified ranks, as well as won an Arklatex Wing Modified Championship. Guys like Jason Johnson started off racing those, and Doug Ingles, many greats. Gary Wright racing Wing Modifieds. But this youngster here, man, if he's back at it full time, I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store for us.
Part of me misses not seeing the Wing Modified stuff. You know it?
It's picking up a little, you know,
Yeah.
there's some guys that'll hop in them, but nonetheless, what a heck of a battle we have here. One little slip, one little bottle for Good could be the difference, and the white flag is out. Drag race into the line. Good would have won at that time.
I tell you, I think they're going to be just like this when they come around again here in a moment. I think we got one slow on the backstretch, though, trying to straighten it out. Boy, he looks all kinds of swirly. Oh, my, but the battle for the lead's going to catch him. I hope this doesn't impede our progress, Zach. Bring us home.
Three-legged dog on the icy lake up ahead. Look out. Off of turn number 4, smashing the line by Tyler T. Not going to be able to get the job done. The heart of Texas Speedway.com. 7G is David Good. Going to take the win in 7G in an absolute stellar race between he and the events. But seriously, Arkansas's Tyler Stevens. There was some fun banter going across. I seen he tagged me in a deal today. I called him a redheaded assassin last night. I think they're giving me a hard time for it, but
well, at least
me
you
and
didn't use the ginger word.
Me and Tyler are buddies though. He knows I was just giving him a hard time there. Wayne Hart though to the outside of Tyler Stevens. The lights are out. Here we go.
Yeah, Tyler Stevens will be one to watch that too here to take the green. Arlen Stewart though, he's been with us here too. He picked up a trophy dash win here at 610 Speedway. Did Arlen Stewart back on May the 18th.
In fact, he did, and he also had a strong run that same night. They go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Oh boy, it's heating up. And to turn number 3, Stewart, man, he has one of the best looking cars I've seen as they roll off of 4. Watch Stevens. He says, hey, y'all go 3, I go 4 wide.
Yeah, we got a caution here, but yeah, speaking of Stevens, man, he started off that hot Red River IMCA Modified Tour right here, 610 Speedway on that bounty night, man, as he did a heck of a job taking it from Drew Armstrong with a few to go. There's our caution. Drove off of 1 and 2 coming back out on the track here, Zach.
Not only did he do that, he went what it looks like 8 laps to distance chase.
Yeah, you know, looking back here too, Zach, so over the last 4 IMCA Modified events here, we had 4 different winners. Tyler Stevens 4 or 5 weeks ago, then Armstrong, then Rhodes, then we were off, and then Atkinson. So maybe we can get another one here tonight. They were going to go back green. Original restart, I believe, here for Arlen Stewart out front, trying to take the lead.
I feel pretty good about that, Chase, that we will get a new winner tonight as we got one around, and I have a good feeling we'll get another original restart.
That's the same car off the top of turn 2 over there, but he wasn't our caution reason. Our caution reason sitting over there and the bottom of 1 and 2. That's Austin Carnley on a So Flagman Joe will look him over as we go into turn 3 and 4. We'll try to go back green here momentarily. Tyler Stevens, boy, he's getting antsy. He wants to get that car up in the front fast. So right now, Arlen Stewart not able to hold on to the lead there. Randy Weaver's going to take off there. Randy Weaver's been racing for a long time in this area, Zach.
Here's the problem, is you can't give Tyler Stevens 3 different times the charm. I mean, he gave him 1, you gave him 2, and then 3, and here he comes for the lead. Last night's winner rolls in here. He can't get any more confidence. I mean, his head is already on fire rolling into this event. I don't even know how he put the helmet on.
Yeah.
As he heads down the match ready, Stevens going to go to the race lead. Even Stevens, thank you very much. He'll go to the lead in 2.
It took him 1.25 laps, I think, to take the lead from 7th.
And now we'll call him Leaving Stevens.
He definitely may do that. They're going to try to chase him down. I tell you, I don't know much about Weaver other than he's been racing for a long time in the area. I know he didn't make the A main last night, unfortunately, at Arklatex, but that doesn't always mean anything, Zach.
Going to be a good old nice drive back to Searcy, Arkansas, near Conway. If he can check out of here with another 2,000 on the victory, 4,000 total for his efforts from both nights. But hey, we got a long way to go.
Oh, we got one stopped again over here in turn 2. Looks like that is once again.
It definitely, I feel like they're kind of my kids. I
Yeah.
don't have kids, man.
No, I hear you. Trust me. Like I said, you kind of watch them progress and grow up in this sport and grow up here at the track. And hey, the dirt track family, we're all one. Whether you love us or hate us, we're rivals or friends. We all, in the end, we pull together, right?
That ain't right.
We're going to start it
A little
again.
bump and a little rubbing down there. Off of turn number 4 as they head back off into 1. Tyler Stevens is absolutely going to be gone with the win. Able to throw that pole out and hook that tail tank and pull him to him because he's going to be gone. Rolling off of 4. Stevens is just so good here in Texarkana. The few starts he's made here in his career.
Yeah, definitely so, man. He's, again, coming down here, doesn't know this track just super well, but I tell you, he even picked up a win on the IMCA Red River Modified Tour, at a track he didn't know either. Was it 281 that night he won at? I can't remember if it was the first or second night, if it was HOT or 281. It was one of the two either way. And yeah, first night on that track, and he picked up the dub. So right now he's leading the way over Randy Weaver. Right in third right now is going to be, looks like Arlen Stewart in the 3. And then you got Madison Holloway. Look, we're 3 wide though back here for 4th and 5th. And here comes Yule Dove in the 49 down the backstretch. He's going to try to get by the 15 there of Nathan Stewart. Oh, contact between Dove and Holloway coming out of 4. That'll also get Nathan Stewart into it as well. 2 to go from Flagman Joe, but they are throwing down like it's the smackdown again, Zach.
Yeah, I thought that Tyler Stevens won at the Heart of Texas Speedway. It was round 2 at Heart of Texas. But nonetheless, he is moving the night. Headed down the back chute. And the Sherrill's Motorsport, Todd Sherrill Motorsports number 2 in the caution flag may wave unless we throw the checkers. We'll see what happens as one is around there through 3 and 4. Turn the light out if we can get this machine off the back straightaway here from going through Tech. As here we go, lights are out. We're back underway with Tyler Stevens out front. He got a great restart. A few car lengths there. Heading off into 1. How about the young Madison Holloway? She's up to 4th, working on the tail tank of Arlen Stewart there for 3rd. She'll peek there to his inside, come up a little bit short as they head down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Randy Weaver continues to hold on to 2nd. It should be this time, and it'll be the white flag.
Well, I tell you, 1st and 2nd may be settled, but they're gaggled up back here for what, 4th, 5th, and 6th between Madison Holloway. Is that Austin Carnley there? Yeah, Austin Carnley in CR6. Yule Dove. So here comes Carnley on the inside of Madison Holloway. It's be a battle for 4th, but coming out of turn 4, it's your winner, Tyler Stevens. He was leaving tonight in this heat race. Number 3 picks up the win. 2nd place unofficially going to the AW of Randy Weaver. And rounding out your top 3 unofficially be the 3 of Arlen Stewart back here with us out of Little Rock. Good one there, Zach, too, man.
Absolutely. 3rd time was a charm there for the Searcy, Arkansas racer. Last night's winner at Arklay Tech Speedway for $2,000, trying to sweep the night. One thing about that IMCA invert, though, is I don't believe he's guaranteed to start up front. So we'll have to see. He's going to have to duke it out and battle and get that win tonight. But Tyler Stevens.
And you know, it's a redraw night. It's not by IMCA points with the way they're doing it tonight. So that'll make it interesting, too, with the draw. You just never know what's going to happen in those things.
Yeah, last night, I'll be honest, I was a little confused just because we obviously haven't seen a whole lot of IMCA stuff. Just,
So my understanding is we have the choice a couple times a year to do it like this when we don't have local and national point nights together. You have the option to do like this. It just gives you a different way to do the lineup, basically.
Yeah, Shayberg last night was in a B main and he was on the pole.
On the pole, yes. I was like, whoa. Trust me, we were saying that too, watching live. We're like, how did they do this again?
You were watching last night?
Yeah. I did tune in for a little bit on there and enjoyed it. And again, another shout out to these guys showing up here tonight, man. I love it. And I hate to change the tune of things here just for a moment, but I do want to mention we did lose a racing family member earlier in the week. Kevin Dwayne Reynolds, 54 of Texarkana, Arkansas. I know a lot of you may have saw that. Chris Reynolds has drove and raced here before. He was the husband of Tabitha Reynolds. And then there's Chris and Nicole Reynolds. Chris and John are his son, and he died in a car crash yesterday in Nevada County. So,
the Dirtworks Chassis 24K. Chris Elliott in the 915 of Abilene, and Michael Rhodes feature race winner here this year from Paris. And Kevin Sestero. The Rains County Rocket from Emory, Texas, heads off into turns number 1 and 2. And here comes Morris trying to flirt with disaster there to the inside. They go 3 wide for 3rd. And shooting out of the cannon down the back straightaway. They go 3 wide back here for 4th. Morris to the inside of Sanders for 2nd. Morris going to push up a little bit off the groove. Here comes the 24K. They're still 3 wide back there for 4th momentarily. Rose fitting back to the inside of the 24K of Keaton Atkinson. Keaton Atkinson's filling it now. Look at this. They're 3 and 4 different lanes wide in Texarkana. What more do you want, race fans? Chris Morris just got a shot in the shorts from Atkinson.
I tell you, Zach, after Keaton last week beat William Gould and Armstrong in a heads-up race in the feature, he's got to be feeling good, sitting pretty. Has a big bolster right there, but right now he's got a side full of Kevin Sestero trying to make a move up to the front.
What thing is about this chase, what I was saying is, man, any guy you pick off in this deal, it's going to be a feather in the cap because there is no slouch in this heat race.
And here comes the Rains County Rocket to the inside of the Kiamichi King, Michael Rhodes out of Paris, Texas. A couple travelers here getting side by side. Michael Rhodes, too, he's been riding high on that win he's had here as well. He's finally got that car figured out, too. But right now, hey, who's checking out, Zach?
Throwing the keys on the desk and checking out of the competition like he does on a week-to-week basis here. It's Drew Armstrong, who sits 13th in IMC National Point Standings, presented by Speedway Motors, coming in to last night's action at Arklay Tech.
He's checking out like he heard they had bed bugs at the hotel room. He stayed out during the SmackDown.
Oh, man.
Wasn't that a crazy story? But right now, side by side for 2nd here on the backstretch. That is the 4X there. Is that Chuck Sanders? Excuse me, it says 4TW, but it was 4X, wasn't it? Gotcha, and the 94 of Chris Morris there. So good side-by-side racing for 2nd. And Sestero is there, baby. He's going to try to make it 3 wide going on the backstretch, Zach. Here comes the Rains County Rocket.
Emory, Texas racer Kevin Sestero rolling the Day Motorsports. Number 71K there to the hub of the racetrack, who probably he has much more laps this season here at this track than these 2 guys he's doing battle with right now. It'll be 2 more trips around. Don't think they have anything for Drew Armstrong. Drew Armstrong would have to really bite the bullet, or bite of biscuit right here. That'll be the bad dog with no biscuit. But right now, Sester is rising to the occasion and tries to go to third. Will he be able to get second? That'll be the best battle to settle the score.
1 to go from Flagman Joe. Sester was our topless IMCA modified feature winner here on opening night, March 16th at 6th Speedway. Blew all the hair off his head, too, during he had that topless ride out here.
Well, Drew Armstrong, he says, I'm going to go ahead and strap on my Nikes, and hey, I'm just going to do it. He'll just go back to victory lane in IMC Modified Heat, the 01A. Drew Armstrong from Benton, Arkansas, takes the win in IMC Modified Heat race number 4 chase.
Yeah, tough pickings in this field, but I tell you what, giving up these top 3 unofficially. Sester, 71K, coming in third. 9. It's at the 94 of Chris Morris unofficially in second. Again, Armstrong to the likings of our fans here directly in front of the booth, including Karen Lynch. It'll be Drew Armstrong picking up your feature. I'm cutting the gun here. It's going to be our heat race, number 4, IMCA Modifieds, wrapping up these heat races for the mods, man. I'm telling you, can we get this many here every Friday night when we're here, Zach? I'd love it.
Yeah, it would. One day. I mean, soon.
We're building it. This right here says it all, being there here tonight. Even though we had a race down the road, of course, to help set us up. The fact that they stayed in town and they're here tonight, man, that's cool.
Yeah, a few of them went back to be with their families. I know Jeff Taylor actually wanted to be here. Just I believe it was his daughter's birthday today, so we definitely understand her tomorrow. So we definitely understand. I believe Jeff's getting ready to possibly go to the Dakota Mod Tour up in North Dakota, and boy, that's an awesome tour. They're going to have around 80 entries for that deal, or around 100 like they've had year in and year out. Barry and all the gang with IMCTV does a phenomenal job with that deal, and sure would love to check that out sometime.
Definitely so. And I tell you, here we go. The Burgess Hickory Smoked Turkeys and Hams IMCA Sport Mod Heat Race number 1. We've got the 31 of Michael Martin out of Kaufman, Texas. Front row inside to the outside. He's not as sick as he was yesterday. It's the 20D of Rowdy Day out of Greenville, Texas. Second row inside will be the 00, the Texarkana, Arkansas native BJ Moore. The 1R of Lucas Berrio's outside. And you got the 450 is Patrick Franks. The 38T TJ Tollison out of Bevins, Texas. 24B's Bailey Turner out of Hooks. F5 is going to be Skeet Amundsen out of New Boston. And starting on the rear, it's the 36J of Jaws, Justin Aubrey Whitehead. But Whitehead's going to make it 3 wide down the backstretch. You know, he's going to try to make it look easy as he go into turn 3 and 4. Skeet Amundsen's in the middle. Lucas. So Daniel Jones going down the backstretch here, got the lead over Dakota Mahoney. Brandon Starnes riding in third with Kathy riding in fourth right now. So only a few laps to go in this one. We'll see how this heat race number 2 of the Hobby Stocks presented by G&G Grocery will shake out. Flagman Joe keeping a good eye on him here, getting the flags ready, I believe, for 2 to go here momentarily. So Mahoney looking on the high side there. He's coming down the corner. He'll probably go to the inside here if he can. He's going to back out a little bit on Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones picked up a couple heat race wins here at 67 Speedway this season, but does not have a feature win as he gets 2 to go from Flagman Joe. But Dakota Mahoney out of BB Arkansas is all over his tail tank boy looking for that position. Mahoney again was fast the last time he was here. He's got the position right now. He doesn't have him clear, but going to the backstretch, Mahoney is there on the inside. Daniel Jones on the high side there. Coming through 3 and 4. They'll get the white flag this time from Flagman Joe. 1 to go. Mahoney has assumed the top spot. He did lead that lap, so see if he can hold off the Texarkana native here. Daniel Jones in this last one. Brandon Starnes trying to catch up to Jones too. See if he can't steal a spot away here. Coming to the line. So as they come out of turn 4, it's going to be BB Arkansas. Dakota Mahoney picking up your heat race number 2 Hobby Stock win here at 67 Speedway. Good job for Dakota Mahoney, looking good out there. So big heat race win for Mahoney over Daniel Jones and Brandon Starnes. Your unofficial top 3 there. That's a good little race there at the end as Mahoney was able to steal it away from Jones with 1 to go, and Starnes was all over the back of Jones on that final lap but couldn't take the spot away. Four-cylinder heat race number 1 here. Presented by PMI and SNS Crop Insurance. We're going to get the green from Flagman Joe. This one has the 21M of Morgan Powell, front row inside out of Texarkana, Arkansas. The C12 is Wendy McCarty. Second row there was the 13D of Dalton Vines, 14L of Brian Green, 14 is Justin Lishman, 4R is Danny Rambo. So making moves early, 21M, Morgan Powell able to sit up front. But here comes Lishman, that 14. He's looking fast. But I tell you what, Morgan Powell last week was probably just a lap or two away from picking up her first feature win of the season this year at Texarkana Speedway. Kind of got that taken away, unfortunately, after a little incident with a 3D. So she was able to rebound for second, had a side-by-side battle with Dalton Vines there. But really heartbreaking for all she's put into that new car for that to happen. But she's back here with us tonight, see what she can do. But I tell you what, here comes Justin Lishman in the 14. Looks like he's got that car a little bit faster as well, as he's giving Morgan Powell a run for her money here coming out of turn 2. He'll look to the high side. Morgan Powell trying to close the door down the backstretch. Good battle back here behind him too for 4th and 5th. It's Dalton Vines and Wendy McCarty. And door to door coming across the line, leading that lap. It'll be Justin Lishman in the 14, leading that lap over Morgan Powell. But they're still side by side all the way through 1 and 2. They'll go down the backstretch here, side by side as well. Morgan Powell on the inside, Justin Lishman on the outside, going into 3 and 4. Lishman trying to open up a little bit of a gap now to close that door and officially take the spot away. He'll do it coming down the front stretch. Give another lap to Lishman. Halfway point from Flagman Joe. Dalton Vines all over the back of Wendy McCarty there. 3rd place in the red one there. It's going to be Danny Rambo on the 4R. He's kind of got that spot sealed up right now as Morgan Powell and Justin Lishman kind of ran away with the top 2 spots. And Rambo's opened up a gap there on Vines and McCarty. So right now, Justin Lishman able to assume the top spot and hold on to it over Morgan Powell going down the backstretch. I think we're going to get 2 to go this time from Flagman Joe. Tell you, that car in last there, 14L Brian Green, was screeching coming down the front stretch. Not sure what's going on with that ride, but that thing is not, I think, running the way he wants it to. 2 to go right now from Justin Lishman. Morgan Powell's lost a couple positions, or not positions, excuse me, a couple car lengths, I should say, on Lishman. It looks like he may have this one wrapped up as he comes around the white flag, but that's why we'll run the last lap and see exactly how it goes here. So here we go, one more time around for Justin Lishman to pick up this heat race win at Texarkana Speedway. So give it up for the 14 of Justin Lishman out of Texarkana, Arkansas, picking up your heat race win here tonight. Going to have the 13J of Jesse Tate on the front row inside out of Hooks, Texas with the C49. It's Captain Universe Justin Converse out of Falk, Arkansas. Second row inside, back with us again. It's the Michael King Jr. ride. El Dorado, Arkansas native 14 Jr. Glad to see him back out here with us. That 2M is no longer Chris McKnight and a 12M. It's now a 2M of Mitch Durham out of DeKalb, Texas. And back with us here again, 1G of Cole Derrick. Cole Derrick had a feature win here on April the 20th at Texarkana Speedway. Had some wins here last year too. Cole Derrick is a very, very normal guy here to be here with us in the 4-cylinder. Down the front stretch, side by side as they battle for the lead going to turn 1 and 2. And have some good racing here. No drama. So we got Justin Converse, Jesse Tate on the front row, Michael King Jr., and the new driver of the 2M on the back there. Again, that's no longer Mr. McKnight, as that is Mitch Durham out of DeKalb, Texas. And they're almost 3 wide as they come out of turn 2. They are now 3 wide with Cole Derrick on the outside, Michael King Jr. on the inside, and Jesse Tate is playing the cheese in the middle. But right now, Justin Converse sitting out front as Michael King Jr. pulls those inside going into turn 3 and 4. So what does Michael King Jr. have for our Captain Universe, Justin Converse? Oh my. Michael King Jr. was out here for the first 2 or 3 weeks, I want to say, at least 1 week, maybe 2. He picked up the heat win on his opening night here, March 16th. Our opening night as well. Heat race number 2 in the 4-cylinders. And I tell you what, he had a heck of a feature run as well. Top 3 or 4 run there for the youngster out of El Dorado, Arkansas. And they're almost 3 wide again. It's Cole Derrick looking to the inside of Michael King Jr., but Michael King Jr. still got an outside full of Captain Universe, Justin Converse. Again, hasn't won a feature here in a few weeks, but he rattled off 4 in a row before that, so he's trying to get that car back into victory lane. Had a huge win last night at Arkansas Speedway to pick up a $200 feature win. Also, a few weeks ago, he picked up the $1,000 win over at Lone Star in the 4 cylinders, too. So Converse has been on fire, but right now he's got a side full of Michael King Jr. They are still side by side going into turn 3 and 4. Michael King Jr. has been able to clear Justin Converse, Captain Universe. So we've got a leader here. This one is Converse is settled in a second. Michael King Jr. out of El Dorado, Arkansas will officially pick up the heat race win here for the 4 cylinders. 14 Jr. out of El Dorado, Arkansas, unofficially in second. The C being the 24H with the CR6 of Austin Carnley out of Redfield, Arkansas, outside the front row. Second row inside, it's the Rebel Steve Ward out of Texarkana, Arkansas. Woo. Sorry about that. And to the outside there of Rebel Ward, Madison Holloway, the youngster out of Sheridan, Arkansas. The 19C is Chad Guest. The 15, Nathan Stewart. 49, Yule Dove. 5M, Mike Morris. 42, Clark Evans. 58, Romeo Bonner. Also, fans, be sure to keep your peach, yellow, and blue tickets in your general mission, veterans, senior, general mission, and kids tickets. We'll do some drawings later on tonight with those tickets, as well as the 50-50 tickets as we find our 50-50 girl. And keep your general mission ticket, kids, adults, veterans, seniors. I've got a bucket full of them that you got in the gate with tonight. We'll be drawing for some stuff later on. So keep your tickets. And I think she knows to come down here next. we'll get them re-racked, restacked for this first start in the B main number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds. So we'll send it off into turn 1 and 2. Keaton Atkinson getting a run on the high side coming out of turn 2. He's going to try to get up into a top 4 spot quick and early. Trying to get that transfer spot. He's holding it right now with Michael King to his inside. Jesse Sweatman, the man on the outside looking in. He'll push. He'll lose a couple spots to Austin Carling in the 94 there. Tough break for Jesse Sweatman. So right now, Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes holding your transfer spot. Top 4 will go to the A main. Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes still side by side going on the backstretch. It's a good battle for third. Oh my, Rhodes on the inside. Atkinson on the high side running that middle groove trying to pinch Rhodes down. He'll get a run coming off turn 4. They'll be side by side of the line going into turn 1 and 2. What a race we've got here for third and fourth in that transfer spot, but watch out. Slowly and methodically sneaking up on them there, the 5th place car. Going to try to take a spot away here for the transfer. Oh, a little contact. Michael Rhodes and Keaton Atkinson, the 2 youngsters, making a little contact in 3 and 4 down the front stretch. They'll try to get it settled out. I think Keaton feels he's a little bit faster than Rhodes, and he's wanting Rhodes maybe to kind of not fight him so hard here, but we're almost 3 wide as the 5. CR5 there. Zach Carley, I believe, tries to make it a show here for the transfer spot. These laps are ticking off quickly in this B main event. Flagman Joe will show them the halfway point this time by. Your 50-50 lady again heading down to the left. So if you're down here on the, Spinaroonie right in front of these guys, it'll cost Atkinson a spot. Michael Rhodes will move into third. And the yellow will. So lights are out. Let's see what they got. Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes were putting on a show earlier. We'll see if they can pick up where they left off. Atkinson looking to the inside of the Kiamichi King there. Going down the backstretch. Good battle for second and third. As Chris in the 5 there has moved up to 4th. He's your transfer spot there. So the 94 trying to get it away, and the 40 of Jesse Sweatman trying to get up there. Curtis Allen trying to chase him down as well. As again, only the top 4 will advance to the A main. Everybody else is going home. Caution is out though. We've got one spun over here in the bottom of 1 and 2. So the 5 there currently holds the transfer spot, but Jesse Sweatman wants it. Curtis Allen wants it. The 94 wants it. Who can take it away? Keaton Atkinson, Michael Rhodes right in second and third right now. Your top 4 trying to hang on for a few more laps. They are 3 wide now. A little contact there with the 94. Keaton Atkinson possibly coming out of turn 2. They are battling hard for our transfer spot. Nobody wants to go home. They want to go to the A main. Curtis Allen has battled his way back up there too to try to make out a transfer spot in that 15. Tough break as the 3 pulls to the infield. 2 to go from Flagman Joe. And right now the battles for third and fourth with Keaton Atkinson, that 94. They will both transfer if they can just stay in these positions. But watch Chris there in the 5 and that 15 of Allen. They're trying to make a run up there to get in that 4 spot. Oh my, white flag is out. Look at the battle back here for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's getting dicey. So the 94 and Keaton Atkinson right now are both in. They just have to hold it for one more quarter. Curtis Allen's going to throw it into turn 3 and 4. Try to get a run on the high side. Keaton Atkinson gets sideways. They're going to come to the line. It's going to be a barn burner. Oh my. Wow, what an ending to this one. Keaton Atkinson tries to pitch his way into the A main. Also, blue ticket 036300.
Dustin Yount and the 007 from New Boston, Texas, going to get ready to get the party started. He'll light the candles off of turn number 4 and put his foot through the firewall. Dustin Yount looking to get his first career win tonight, but he'll have a tall task with the 32 of Brandon Brown to his outside. The lights are out. We are underway here at Texarkana 67 Speedway in your first main event of the night. And a one for the first time tonight. Brandon Brown going to find some dig to the outside of the 007, but Yount going to hold on to the pretty wheel down the back straightaway. Yount going to go off the back straightaway. As Neil Kemp to the outside of Burleson. Mighty Mike Wells in there. They're still 2x2 all the way to the tail.
And coming out the front stretch here again, Brandon Brown leading the way. Dustin Yount trying to chase him down. And if you didn't catch, fans, the 5J is now Justin Aubrey Whitehead driving the 5J. Jaws is out there in Lishman's ride. He's getting held up in the back there by Paul Garrett. Tough break for Whitehead. Up front, though, Brandon Brown trying to step out from Dustin Yount. The Golden Gun out of New Boston, Texas, has been better and better week in and week out. Riding in third is the 22B of Cole Burleson with the 38 of Mike Wells in fourth. Neil Kemp and Mason Brown are battling it out for fifth.
They'll continue to roll down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Brandon Brown still out front with the race lead. Brown with about a 3.5 car length advantage off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway in 32. The 007 of Yount continues to hold off the charge for the Bandit Cole Burleson into 1. Burleson going to roll the hub of the racetrack and roll it well. Brandon Brown starting to step out and stretch it out on this competition now. And then Architects Van Clinic, Wilson's Automotive, Hadaway Towing and Collision, sponsor number 32. Club 20 Suspension supplying the dig. Lap traffic up ahead down the back straightaway with the form of the 13 of Kenworth, the Mod Texas racer. As they roll through 3, trying to shut the gap here. Dustin Yount maybe inching a little bit closer on the 32 of Brown, but nonetheless, Brown still up front, holding on to a pretty wheel, still up front with the lead in full command in this one here at his home racetrack. On demand here on IMCA TV in Race on Texas. Off of turn number 4. The unfortunate set of circumstances there, man. But anyway. So Brandon Brown to the caution flag will wave for the first time in this 20-lap affair. The caution flag waves. And it looks like Brown going to put his foot through the firewall. The former SmackDown winner is back away with the lead. Here comes Club 20. Neil Kemp got to go to restart. Neil Kemp smelling the tail tank here, chasing the 1 and 2 all over the bumper to the 22B of Burleson. And I tell you what, Dustin Yount feeling a little sporty. 3 right off of 2 down the back straightaway.
Yeah, if Dustin Yount went there, Neil Kemp might have kept on going, Zach. But right now, Yount trying to chase down Brown. You're right.
Oh.
Brown has been so strong, I'm not so sure. But Yount, man's getting better and better every week out here, buddy.
And Mike Wells feeling mighty. Hey, just slid right up in front there a few moments ago, went 3 wide. Here we go. It's heating up in the 1 and 2. Rolling the hub of the racetrack in Club 20. 3-wheel Neil, and they go 3 wide again. Here, look at Cole Burleson. Boy, he gets better and better every week. There's still 3 wide chase.
I tell you, him and Dustin Yount, Cole Burleson, again, they have been getting better and better. Mike Wells has been able to stay right up there with them, too. They're 3 wide. They're going to try to make it 3 wide again. Wells gives a little shot to Dustin Yount. We're 3 wide down the front stretch, Zach.
Oh, and Burleson and the Club 20 make contact. That was after it appears Wells and the Club 20 made contact and shot him down the racetrack. Nonetheless, exciting stuff taking place here. A little bump, a little above, and a little right side romance.
That's right. That'll cost him a little bit of room there. As you see, Yount was able to get by and pass him there, and Kemp and the Bandit kind of dropped back there. I was also watching Andrew Rossum trying to make it look awesome as he comes to the front here, right behind Cole Burleson.
50% complete, 50% to go. So 10 laps in, 10 laps to go. Down the back straight, it'll be 9.5. As he rolls across the stripe off of turn number 4 this time, Brandon Brown with a comfortable advantage out front of the number 32 Outlaw chassis.
Look who's coming. Who's behind Rossum? It's the 5J of Justin Whitehead. He's moving on up through the field. I don't know if he'll have enough laps to get up there, but as I say that, Zach,
Great song said, "Is that a tear I hear in your voice?"
Yes, it was. It was. A lot of beers got popped open that night.
I heard that. Should have been. I know how it feels to get pounded by Alabama many a night. Into 1.
We're almost 4 wide, Zach.
And all of a sudden, Mighty Mike Wells says,
No, Yunt. He got straightened out, though, by Burleson. Or by Cole Burleson, the bandit there. Maybe that was a little break for him.
We already got enough fireworks tonight. We might get some more. Here comes the 38 of Mike Wells. I tell you what, Brandon Brown may have some trouble here. Or he may have company.
And here comes Neil Kemp and Jaws. Justin Whitehead has found Lichman's ride home. He's in fourth.
Listen, I was like, if Justin Whitehead pulls a rabbit out of the hat and he wins in this car, I mean, everybody here should just get up and bend and bow for him. I mean, I don't know what else you need to do.
We're not worthy.
He was literally having trouble, was back there dead last when he was out here earlier and was literally trying to find his niche in the car, and now he's found it, and here he comes.
Yeah, first time ever in that car, and he's going to try to park it. Look at the inside of Neil Kemp, can't get it done, though. I tell you what, he's, catching these guys is one thing, Zach. We thought, he's pulling off.
Oh, man.
What happened there to Jaws?
Who knows, but I'll tell you this. I was certainly hoping to see that play out because, and around goes Burleson there.
Oh, tough break for the Bandits.
Justin has driven all the way from dead last in Vivian before to win a race, and if anybody knows it, Brandon Brown knows that he could have got the job done, and he probably knows that he. So Brandon Brown going to look to lead the final 7 laps to count here. I believe it's 7 to go. 14 or 13 are scored. Lights are out. We're back on our way with Brandon Brown smashing the loud pedal, leading them to the stripe. Tell you what, Mike Wells has a hot rod tonight. A pair of Outlaw chassis right now run 1 and 2, and here comes Club 20 again to the inside. The Kirby, Arkansas racer Neil Kemp supplies the dig underneath that race leader's car there, the 32 of Brown. And I'll tell you what, Brown's got a kind of an ill-handling car on the entry to the corner. And
yeah, I tell you, the only ones that's won a factory stock feature here is Brown and Rossum, who's riding in 5th and 6th right now. Mighty Mike Wells trying to get it done, ringing hell's bells, going into car right now, going down the backstretch, chasing Brandon Brown.
Knocking on the back door like a trick-or-treat with a sweet tooth here a couple of months before Halloween. Oh, and he pushes up the racetrack there, and Brandon Brown says, "Get off of my front porch."
And that'll open the door for Neil Kemp to make it a battle for second here as they go into turn 1 and 2. Now, right now, who's that 4th place car, Zach?
That's Brian Cook out of Florida, Louisiana, sitting in the 4th spot in the Outlaw chassis.
Did he not come up here with a different car earlier in the year?
That's the one he's been in all year, but he had a different car last year. Of course, he's been racing the Super Stocks over at Billy White's Timberlawn Speedway. So the first year in this car, man.
Gotcha. Okay, didn't look as familiar there to me for a moment, but I tell you, I thought that car was a lap down car for a moment. But Brian Cook, we know he's fast.
Brian Cook's a 4-time Sabine Motor Speedway track champion down in Manning, Louisiana, the home track of Cade Dillard. Down the back straight away in the turn 3, Andrew Rossum's rose to the occasion here, and Justin Yount's fighting from behind the 8 balls. He had a stellar run going early, and he's trying to fight back inside of the top 3 here, Chase.
Yount with a good rebound here.
I hope that truck got moved. Or we're going to have to call them monster trucks. Alpha 4. Down the front straightaway this time by. 2 laps to go for Brendan Brown in 32. Oh boy, we got one around right here in the middle of 1 and 2. Will we get highlights from this event on IMCA TV's Facebook page as well? Brandon Brown, can he do it, folks? It'll be 2 laps to go. A green-white checkered. We'll see if Mike Wells can muster up the momentum that he found earlier on in this race. He got a good restart. We'll see what happens as Neil Kemp to his inside. Into 3 and 4. It'll be the white flag coming up this time by Chase.
And right now, Brandon Brown looking pretty. Just one more time around to pick up another feature win here at 610 Speedway. But Neil Kemp, Mike Hells Bells Wells, Andrew Rossum, Dustin Yount, they're right there to pounce if anything happens. I tell you, a good battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now, too, between Rossum, Yount. Kemp and Wells will bring it home this time by. Brandon Brown one more time around. He'll grab some cush. He'll run the high side. He'll come out of turn 4, take the checkered from Flagman Joe. Gives a hand out the window. Brandon Brown unofficially picking up your factory stock feature win over the Club 20, Neil Kemp, and the 38 of Mike Bell's
7th total win of the year. Sorry, this is actually his 9th. I forgot what he's done down in Diamond Park. So the driver of the Club 20 suspension had away towing and collision. Best engine powered Outlaw chassis number 32, A&T delivery, Wilson's Automotive number 32. The former SmackDown winner. He's climbing out. Give it up for him, Texarkana 67 Speedway for Brendan Brown in 32. Brandon, it's got to be special to win here tonight. It's been a flawless season for you, man. Let's face the IMC TV and Race on Texas cameras. I tell you, man, it's been a flawless season for you, man. I know that coming out here and picking up a win here at your home track midweek has got to be pretty special for you.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever raced in the middle of the week. Normally, I'd have just blew this off, but I had to be here.
Absolutely. Were you ever worried in that race? I mean, obviously, Mike Wells threw it down to the inside of you on a couple of those restarts, but it seemed like just after a couple of laps, man, you really were able to stretch the advantage out once again.
I just don't like restarts. People try to knock your back bumper off to beat the guy beside you, and it ain't even, I'm supposed to be out front. It just, don't beat my bumper off.
Absolutely. Don't mess with that square tubing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Brandon, like I said, it's been a great year for you, man. I want to give you an opportunity to thank all the folks that help you out. I've never seen you so upset about winning a race.
I just hate cautions. They get old, and especially when it's the same car.
Does it mess your rhythm up out there? I mean, do you have to try to get refocused? What is it?
Yeah, it messes your line up. You get the same line over and over, and after a caution, it's just like somebody will try to dive on you, and you're worried about them tearing your crap up. But
hey, nonetheless, though, you scored this thing, you parked it on the slab once again for another victory. It's your 9th win on the year, man. It's been a heck of a year for you, man. I'm sure you want to keep it rolling. Let's hear all the folks that help you out in this number 32 team.
A&T Delivery, Wilson Automotive, Club 20. He's got some badass shocks on this car. Best engines, the power plant's flawless. Outlaw race cars, custom coatings. I got a bunch of people to help me. Justin Whitehead for the shop for sure. But that's it.
For the final thing, I think you might be a threat for that 10 grand over at Boot Hill this year.
Man, I sure hope so.
Best of luck to you, Brandon, for the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Get up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Brendan Brown being quite honest, and I love it, in victory lane tonight.
So we are hobby stock feature racing here. We got Hatfield out front. Excuse me, that is not Hatfield. Hatfield looks like he's had to come from the mid row there. Hobby stock feature, 20 laps here in this one. We've got the Nashville, Arkansas driver in the 69 out front, trying to chase him down there. The 24M on Mahoney on the high side, trying to take the lead as Daniel Jones, the X, rides in third. Trying to chase him down. $81. Every minute that goes by goes unclaimed, and 20 goes in my pocket. So as we've gone back green here, does anyone have anything for Mahoney up front? It's Rogers. Excuse me, not Rogers. Rogers not with us anymore. The 6'9" is out of Nashville, Arkansas, but that is not Rogers. Anyway, giving away all this stuff has got things all out of sort up here. What is it? So right now, again, Dakota Mahoney all out front. Can the 69 of Justin Kilcrease chase him down? You've got the GOAT there right in third. Have we got a light out over there in the corner, or is it, no, it's just the light in here reflecting? Brandon Starnes is third right now.
Final trip down the back straight over the 24M out of BB, Arkansas. He's firing all BBs out of that Daisy tonight, baby. The 24 to be Dakota Mahoney. For North and South Dakota takes the win tonight.
So Zach's going to head down for the interview real quick. 50-50 ticket money was taken, but I got some other stuff to give away. So if you got 50-50 ticket 058-3267 or 3387. So I've got 3267 and 3387 blue 50-50 tickets.
Climbing out of the hobby stock, your main event winner tonight from BB, Arkansas. His first time on the slab this season and parking in Victory Lane. Can't spill my Chicken Express sweet tea. This stuff is great. And the slow bob race car number 24. How about it for Dakota Mahoney and car number 24, your hobby stock winner tonight. Dakota, first time in Victor Lane here in Texarkana. Pretty fun to race on a Wednesday night. Something a little bit different, man. This hot rod was definitely on kill from the drop of the first green flag in this one.
Oh, yeah.
You down here, I'll tell you. Tell me a little bit about these slow bob race cars. Who builds these?
Slow Bob. His name's Robert Howard.
Okay.
He's from BB.
So do you?
He's got a bike shop. He started out building Harleys and everything. And he moved over to dirt cars. And so far, he's doing pretty good, I guess.
What's your home racetrack? Down at Centerville or Plummerville? Anywhere around there? What's your home track?
Well, it used to be BB before it closed. And I guess now it's I-30. Now Plummerville's closed. So
I've had the pleasure to announce at BB before with Chris Ellis's Comp Camp Series. Definitely, you'd miss that place too, don't you?
oh yeah, I live across the road.
How many years did you grow up there?
I've lived there all my life.
How old are you?
22.
22 years old. How long you been racing now, man?
8 years.
8 years. So you started at a pretty young age.
14.
It's the only style of car that you've raced in your career?
So far.
I'm just getting to know you a little bit, man. I ain't never seen you or talked to you before. So, nonetheless, hey, let's talk about everybody that helped you out in this race car, man.
We got Juan Bruno Mahoney Insurance. We got Slow Bob, Jeans Inc., Mahoney's Towing. My cousin Cameron. It's his motor. Yeah.
This will make the trip back to BB a lot more special, man. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
For folks from BB, Arkansas, Dakota Mahoney. I was about to ask him who his girlfriend is next. The man with the plan. He's been bad fast all year long. The big chief of R.J. Stroman from New Boston. Karen Crow, Louisiana's Kevin DuPont. Starts inside of row number 3 in the 3J. It's up to Amison to light the candles off before we're underway. Good to see you, Ashton, as they head off into 1 and 2 for the first time in this one, down the back straightaway. Whitehead going to hook the hoe of the racetrack into turn number 3. Whitehead just against under the 0-0 of BJ Moore for second. He'll smash the throttle from the low side of the racetrack off of 4. Amison's going to lead lap number 1.
How about Skeet Amison leading this first lap? Zach, F5 out of New Boston, Texas. The legend, Skeet Amison with the lead, but Whitehead's all over his rear.
Whitehead going to try another back bumper to the F5 of Skeet Amison for the race lead. Amison working hard on the outside line. He'll smash the throttle. He'll still continue to lead in F5.
Able to hold off the challenge of Justin Aubrey Whitehead and R.J. Stroman. Top 3 right there, all right beside each other, though, looking pretty. So Skeet Amison's got a tough task if he's going to hold off Jaws for these other 15, 16 laps here.
Side by side for the race lead through turns 3 and 4. Justin Whitehead to the inside of the F5 of Amison for the race lead. Into 1. Whitehead, the veteran racer and the younger statesman off of 2 down the back straight. Whitehead trying to sweep this weekday event chase from last night. He won the limited modified main event after the disqualification. Here comes Stroman, going to throw his hat in the ring. They're going to 3-away, break away for the lead. A trio of cars going at it for the top spot.
I tell you, man, this one is setting up to look pretty here, Zach. As right now, Skeet Amison is going to give up the top spot to Justin Aubrey Whitehead.
We got a great battle going on here. The winningest driver this year, the 88 of R.J. Stroman, he's just rolling. To the back moment of the F5 of Amison, who's relinquished that top spot chase. He's going to second, and Whitehead out front, but it's still tighter than the top string on a Texas fiddle right now.
Let me tell you, man, they are all over each other for these top 1, 2, 3 spots. Stroman now looking to the inside of Skeet Amison as they go down the backstretch. Back here, Adam P. Wade Roy trying to get his way into the top 5 with the 31 of Michael Martin.
Justin Whitehead he would tell you that he may have looked up into that one last night, but nonetheless, I guess the rules are rules, and unfortunately for Brandon Ball, suffered a disqualification over at Arklatex. But right now, I'll tell you, the veteran racer Skeet Anderson Chase is making the 36J earn this one, as well as the 88er Stroman.
Let me tell you, Whitehead's starting to step out just a little bit, but I tell you what, it's not a long way. They'll be up to lap traffic here. Could come and play a factor as they're closing in on Lucas Berry and Casey Hinton. So, and look at Anderson. He makes a run on Whitehead. He got very close in 1 and 2, but he'll lose that ground down the backstretch, as now we've got a good gap between first, second, and third.
Whitehead just broke. Whitehead breaks at the top of turn number 4. Halfway in. We only are halfway. Oh, no, he didn't break. He just jumped the cushion. Cole, you saw what happened, did you? What happened there? So we just asked Cole Burleson as the 36J goes there. Back to the inside of the race lead. Amerson and Whitehead putting on a show tonight here in Texarkana. Oh, they make contact down the front straightaway. Contact on the front chute.
Oh, they're still making contact, Zach.
So now Stroman and 36J are making contact. Stroman and 36J make contact. Now 36J is off the top of turn number 2, and he is slowing off of 2 is now Amerson's out front. But how long? Because I think something's broke on that F5. I believe RJ Stroman's going to end up back in Victor Lane tonight. RJ Stroman may very well end up back in Victor Lane, man, because I think Steve has a lot of damage. He may even have a flat tire.
Unfortunate there. Cole, we got your mic working this time?
Is it working?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a tough break with Justin Whitehead. I mean, he had a fast car and had a great lead on everybody in the field. Really sad to see something like that happen, late in the race. But, Skeet's not letting it go. He's running out, and he's actually putting a pretty good lead on.
And look at this car, Cole. You're a racer. Look at Stroman just close in very fast, and that lap driver's going to bottle him up there. But I'll tell you, Skeet has problems. Look at that. The car's not – he broke a shock. He broke a spring. Something's not right on it. He's missing a spring. Something's not right.
I definitely guarantee, that there's damage or something happened to Skeet Anderson's car.
I think it's just a matter of time.
RJ is waiting right there. He is just lurking behind him, and he's such a patient driver to be able to wait for the right opportunity to pounce.
Speaking of jaws, I mean, RJ Stroman, he's the shark right here. He'll smell blood in the water as the F5 leaving all kinds of bait out for the 88 to tag along behind him and take this lead away. But I'll tell you got to give it up to old Skeet. But here comes Stroman in 88.
They're all over each other coming out of turn 3 and 4 here. Flagman Joe is just giving some move over flags right now, but we got to be getting close to this one. I think Stroman's going to pounce. F5 gets held up by Casey Hinton in the 28. Stroman may make his move going into 3 and 4.
Yeah, crossover right here.
The back bumpers, he goes underneath them. There he goes. We're side by side going into turn 3.
With a lap traffic up ahead of the former of the 28 of Hinton. Off the turn before they're side by side for the race lead. Skeet Anderson, the Wiley veteran, the next time by. It'll be 2 to go.
Contact!
Oh my goodness, Skeet Anderson's going to make that car wider than a triple wide trailer tonight.
Is it not crazy that Hinton held up Skeet, but then he held up Stroman and let Skeet get back up there?
Hey, Cole, you're a racer. What is it like to race out front? Obviously, you've won quite a few four-cylinder races, but here comes Stroman. You've been out front 2 laps to go. Lap traffic can surely frustrate you.
Oh yeah, definitely. It always plays a big role in the finish of the race. You can be leading 1 minute and you can end up third the next. It's really hard to choose and decide what's going to happen.
Dude, we are on the edge of our seat. Everybody, the crowd favorite has to be Skeet Anderson. We've seen RJ Stroman in this same story all year. The white flag is out.
Hey, Zach, he's driving like a 3-legged dog on an icy lake, you'd say right here. Isn't he wounded?
Here goes Jimmy Tubbs off the corner there.
Brewster Baker for the final time. Kenny Rogers, if you will, has many wins at Timberlawn Speedway in the hot stock division the last couple of years. Final time through 3-4. We'll see what Stroman has. Off of turn number 4. He's been looking for his first win here, or his first win in quite some time. Skeet Anderson going to park it on the slab tonight in F5. What a race. Skeet Anderson back to Victor Lane.
Lane Brashears is doing backflips right now somewhere, yes. I promise you. Robin Starks, Lane Brashears, if you're here. Oh my, the longtime veteran, Skeet Anderson.
A couple of weeks ago at Lone Star Speedway over in Kilgore, Texas. About that, Skeet. Good job, man.
Is Lane here too?
So he's getting ready to pull the head and neck restraint off and the... He is 61. I'm making sure I thought so. Holding on to 61 for dear life. No, but he is still, I think he still drives like he's 22. Getting ready to climb out of the machine, get the head and neck restraint off on the 5-point harness. Driving the Eagles Racing Performance Chassis F5. Give it up for him, folks. Climbing out of the car from New Boston, Texas. Skeet Anderson and F5 back in Victor Lane here in Texarkana. How about that one, Skeet? What an absolute race from the drop of the green flag. I'm sure you've been involved in some great ones in your very decorated career, but tonight Justin Whitehead is kind of the new guy that everybody's trying to beat around here. You guys made a little contact there on the front straightaway, and from that point, I thought you may have been a sit and duck. It looked like something may have been broke on the car, but nonetheless, man, you held off Stroman, who's been the winningest driver here all year long. What a race!
No, man, I'm just proud to be here. Shit, it's been a long time. This year's been bad so far, but it's right here. Help kick it off, I hope.
Were you able to build on that strong second over in Kilgore a couple of weeks ago? Kind of, know you had a good piece anyway. You just couldn't seem to fight old Lady Luck back anyway.
Yeah, we was good. We've been good over the last 2 times. They just had some equipment failure. The other night we wasn't that great, but the track wasn't that great either. So, and last night we was running good and had a little 20-cent screw knocked us out of the race for a couple of goes. So it's right here to help it out.
You had a good hot rod last night as well. Skeet, you got a little snow on the roof these days, but I know that fire still burns within, man. Do you still have the passion for this sport like you did back when you first started? What age did you start racing?
17.
Still burning for it just like you were then?
Yeah, I still got it. Everybody thinks I'm washed up. It's right here may prove them different.
That's pretty awesome. What does it mean to win in this division, though? It's one of the toughest classes around, obviously. It's got to mean something to win in this class.
Oh, man, my son's been a dog for me. He said, you're going to have to get up in the seat. He said, you're just driving around like Miss Daisy. He said, you're going to have to hit the cushion, stand up and get in a seat. I told him, he said, get some fire in it tonight. Let's see what you can do. So,
we got to get the good out of this. I just want to. How many different classes have you won? I know you've won in a wing mod, you've won in a late model, you've won in a street stock, you've won in a limited, you won in a modified. What else have you won in that I'm not aware of?
That's about it, I guess, other than sprint car. And son got hurt in it, and I over to Speedway, and he took me out of it before I tore this stuff up. But I was just getting a liking it. I don't know. That's about it right there, I guess, for dirt.
All right, well, final thing. I will give you an opportunity to thank all the folks that help you out. But do you know how many wins this is in your career? Robin, keeping stack? Anybody? No?
No, I always wondered how everybody kept up with that. I never even crossed my mind years ago to keep up with it. Never thought I'd be at this point where I'd want to know, but I'd like to know. It's been a bunch, but no, I'd be guessing if I told you.
Over 150?
I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Hey, man, let's hear all the folks that help you out.
My sister, her and Lane, they helped me big time here at the track on race day and everything, but I hadn't got a whole lot of sponsorship, but got the L&A consultant on it guy. I'm supposed to drive with Mod for him this year. I got too many things going on, couldn't get it done. I think John Mitchell's going to wind up driving it, but I don't know. They helped me out a lot. And, I still be doing something. Just it helps. So
I know somebody up in heaven real proud of you right now. Congratulations to you, Skeet.
Oh, you bet. I know he's looking at me.
Hey, no doubt, man. Congratulations. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Skeet Amundsen from New Boston, the veteran racer in Victor Lane tonight. And that is Kenny Rogers. That's Brewster Baker himself from Six Pack. I said that on our final call, too. You'll hear it on Race on Texas. In the 33 Michael Rhodes, feature race winner here this year, Steve Rebel War, Chris Morris, Nathan Stewart, Curtis Allen, Keaton Atkinson. The lights are going to go out. Atkinson got a provisional. We'll see how far he can gain into this one. 30 laps the distance, $2,000 on the line.
This is what you came to see, fans. IMCA Modifieds here. Full decked out in rows as we go green. And oh my, it's a mess in 1 and 2, Zach. 3 wide going down the front stretch with Gould, Beauday, and the 3 of Arlen Stewart.
Off of turn number 4, Chase. We got a good battle going on here early. The 60. William Gould flirting with the lead already. Big one to 1. They're side by side for the race lead. Bodacious. Beauday out front. The Kettle Mills Texan going to lead that outside line. Momentum is advantage. They're 4 wide off of 2 down the back straightaway. Back here for 4th, 5th, 6th.
Let me tell you, Arlen Stewart, Townsend, Drew Armstrong, Sestair. Maybe that's the other 71 there like we were talking about. Oh my. They're 3, 4 wide all over the place, Zach. I love seeing this many IMCA Modifieds on this bull ring.
I do too. Makes me happy. And we have an absolute log jam from 4th on back. I mean, it is rush hour traffic on LA 30. And they roll through 3 and off of 4. Right outside of I-30 here in Arkansas. Down the front straightaway in Mandeville. The 60 of William Gould, the former IMCA national champion, trying to hump the hood.
Oh, Tyler Stevens gets the pinch there from our pair of 71s. But right now we got Beauday and William Gould putting on a battle for the lead here as we shake out our top 5 here, Zach. But we got battles all over the place. Still 3 wide down the backstretch with the pair of 71s and Tyler Stevens.
We have us a service tonight, man. There's no doubt about it. If you want to race, Texarkana's a place right now. As I tell you, you got lanes from top to the bottom on this joint. And they're still side by side for the race lead. Down the back straightaway, Beauday from Caddo Mills. who a year ago, Chase, he won in a factory stock. He won in a late model limited and a modified all in about 3 weeks' time. That's impressive. Not many drivers have done that in their career, let alone in a month's time. Bo is an absolute, very versatile driver, and right now he is showing the former IMC national champion the quick line around that outside.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's Bo Day, Rowdy Day, Michael Day. When they show up, you know they're here to play, and they're going to be out front at any Speedway.
Or don't forget old Jimmy Day.
Hey, there's a bunch of them, right?
May have a little snow on the roof, but the fire still burns within. He won the 5,000 win Battle of Boot Hill earlier this season in the Boot Hill Speedway, but that was in This Is Now. IMC Modifieds here at the Texarkana 67 Speedway. Chase, it is a good one shaping up here. Down the back straightaway, Day and Gould going at it. How about this battle for third? They're going at it tooth and nail as well.
I tell you, it's good battles all over the plaque. One last thing on the Day thing. The only Day they're not kin to, he told me it was Dan Day earlier. Rowdy said they're not kin to Dan. Everyone else are kin to. So right now, again, side by side for the lead, Gould and Bo Day. We're side by side for third and fourth, though, too. That's the 8W of Randy Weaver and also the 915 of Chris Elliott. We did lose a car. Let me mention that Curtis Allen, the 15, had to pull off.
Tough break for Allison, Western Flyer chassis manufacturer and builder out of Oklahoma. Here comes Gould. Back to the inside of the race. Oh, William Gould nearly lost the handle. He showed the pressure there to Bo Day. Bo Day gets back up on the whip. As William Gould talked about it last night, he raced at Architect Speedway for the first time in about 10 years. And said he didn't remember a whole lot about the place. Probably would have liked to have a better outing, but he's raced here now his fourth time this year here, Chase. And it's definitely paying dividends, I believe.
For sure, but look at Chris Elliott. He dimed it off of 3 and 4. Boy, he's all over the back of Gould. He'll lose a little bit of ground now, though. He's going to get that run off the backstretch off of turn 2. He's all over the back of William Gould as Chris Elliott. They're pulling away from Randy Weaver. Moving into the top 5 is Drew Armstrong.
I'm telling you, one caution could be the difference. I'm telling you, throw another fella's hat into the ring and become a player. Tyler Townsend right there in the mix. I'm telling you, you get one caution. Oaks, the cream rising to the top here. As the stairs working his way inside of that top 8 as well. The cream rising to the top. Townsend and Armstrong, Weaver.
Look at Tyler Stevens run.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, my.
May run out of time, though. This is a 30-lap main event chase. But nonetheless, right now, Bo Day is setting a torrid pace out front, minding his own business, but he's about to get some business.
Yeah, Joanna Reagan somewhere going crazy right now, filming Bo Day, I'm sure. But they got a mirror full of now Chris Elliott has thrown his name in the hat. He's going to try to get by Bo Day as he's disposed of William Gould.
Chris Elliott has the baddest hot rod of the bunch. I don't believe there's much doubt about it. Chris Elliott is an absolute shoe. No doubt about it. Chris Elliott wins it. The Batesville Motor Speedway over the years in Locust Grove. We'll see what happens down the back straightaway. It's heating up.
He looks faster than Bo Day. He's just got to get around him right now. He had a heck of a run out of turn 2. He'll move to the inside in 3 and 4 and try to diamond off the corner. They're going to be side by side as we come to the line, Zach.
Bo Day still leads by half of a nose that time at the line in car number 4. Heading off back in the 1 and 2. Elliott going to look to slide across the nose of him this time by. Sliding up, and he'll take the lead away. Elliott, but lap traffic about to be heavy up front for your leaders. We'll see what happens, as oftentimes you do want to be second, running behind the leader. And Bo Day not done yet, though.
He's all over. And what do we say about stuff like this, Zach? If you don't like this, you don't like dirt track racing.
You don't. I promise you. If you don't like that last race, you probably don't like dirt track racing either.
I tell you, man, it don't matter if we have quality or quantity at 67. These races are on point.
That's what happens whenever you have a great racing service that provide these races with a lot of room and real estate for these guys to pick and choose from, to put on a great show for these diehard race fans. That's, after all, if it weren't for the fans in the stands, this sport wouldn't be very fun at all.
That's right. 15 down, 15 to go. As we're catching lap traffic here, Chris Elliott will be closing on the back of Steve Ward, Keaton Atkinson, and the 33 there is Madison Holloway.
And around goes Steve Ward. He may be the caution that everybody may want to see here. If we were looking for a race through lap traffic, you're not going to get that unless they...
Us announcers have to stick together.
Yeah. I don't want to ride them coattails, though. I didn't throw in on that.
I think we're going green. Hey, it's like $1.50 at the dollar store, buddy.
I know. I'll pay you 75 cents in a minute. Times is tough. You ain't got no job. All right. We are back underway. They're 3 wide here, 3 different lanes wide anyway, off of 2 down the back straightaway. It's already been heated up. Look at this, down the back straightaway at the midpoint. And we got one slowing down on the exit of turn number 2. Alpha 4 down the front straightaway, your IMC Modified 2000 win main event on IMCA TV in the 1 and 2. Chris Elliott marching out front in the caution flag waves.
We're going green here. Can't have many laps left.
go 5 who will. All right, I'm back on the mic.
Is that Steve Ward over here in turn 2 going to bring out a caution? Stop in Malvern, Arkansas, the one-stop fuel shop.
Yeah, I bet you got his number.
I won't be stopping there. That's a different story. If you want that story, hit me up on Facebook.
All right, back on the way, man. Try to go 3 wide. Can Tyler Stevens pull a rabbit out of the hat? Can he do a Houdini here? He'll hit off into 1 and 2 to the inside and try to take away third here. Chase down the back straightaway. And Armstrong is now faded outside of the top 5. And Kevin Sestero's inside of the top 6 now.
And
Armstrong, they go 3 wide back there. Shakes off a turn number 4, the 3 wide.
Here comes Tyler Stevens trying to take third away from Bo Day. Randy Weaver going to try to follow him through. Tyler Stevens officially is up to third. He's not going to set his sight on William Gould, but hey, Chris Elliott's stepping out already, Zach.
He's all the way halfway back to Abilene. The Abilene, Texas racer to the 915 of Chris Elliott out front with the race lead. He rolls off a turn number 4 down the front straightaway into 1. Oh, Holloway went around there, but no harm, no foul. We stay clean and not all the way clean, but we stay green.
Good battle coming off turn 2. Randy Weaver in the middle. Bo Day splits him there with Kevin Sester. Good run down the backstretch. Tyler Stevens is yet to dispose of William Gould. And all the meanwhile, Chris Elliott is gaining more and more position. Gould just got a shot in the rear from Tyler Stevens. Searcy, Arkansas, giving the DFW Air native, the ex-IMCA National Points Champion, a shot. He'll look to the high side going into 3 and 4. Tyler Stevens is going to look to shoot it down low, coming out of 3 and 4. William Gould push up high. We got a battle for second coming to the line.
Right
Giving
now,
to Tyler Stevens.
and there's your caution right there. We may get it. This is about to be a shootout. About to be a shootout here in Texarkana. The cream is to Kevin. He did definitely win. At the Bells, Texas racetrack, Grayson County was won by Chris Elliott, who has his command here at Texarkana. After a tumultuous night last night at Vivian. Oh, and Tyler Stevens got a little bit of a shot in the shorts on the restart. Look at this. Oh, my. On the restart, Stevens, not sure if the 60 got up underneath his fuel cell intentionally or what happened there, or if the 2 was actually breaking. I'm not sure, but we know with the 60 William Gould, he don't play around. He'll drive deep there to the inside of the 2 of Stevens for the race lead, or for the second spot. For the second spot. These guys here racing for second are putting on an absolute war. And Stevens may have damage on that machine now, but here comes Craig Oakes. I'm telling you now, man, Craig Oakes is absolutely impressive.
No doubt about it. He's looking on the inside of Randy Weaver. That's a battle for fourth as he tries to get by Weaver so he can get up to Gould, put his name in his hat as well. We have another caution, Zach. He may be a player.
Not sure we'll get one, but as the tick-tock goes the race clock, a center of the hourglass for the rest of these competitors is all ticking away. Oakes is in 5th. Weaver 4th. 3rd is the 60 of Gould. Stevens trying to diamond off that high side, off the bottom of 4. But I tell you, Elliott just too strong out front.
Chris Elliott is on a rail. That rail is all the way around 610 Speedway right now. That 915 looks like he's untouchable. He went NBA Jam, heating up, on fire, and he's now went to another place in space to race. Gould all over the back of Tyler Stevens, but look like Gould slip coming out of 4. It'll open up this gap there for Stevens. Randy Weaver all over the back of Gould, as is Craig Oakes. Oh my. I tell you how interesting is it too. Craig Oakes outrunning Drew Armstrong in his old car. A little bit of an interesting tidbit there.
I mean, that's what happens when you have a good shoe. I promise you that it actually fires up Drew Armstrong. He'd love to see his car doing well rather than, I guess, performing back in the pack, because he knows how well that car was to him, or how good it was to him. Right now, Chris Elliott has absolutely stepped out on the competition. I mean,
3 wide over here, Zach, with Weaver and Oakes and Sester.
I mentioned the Mark Martin podcast. You can go back on episode 8. You can get it on Castback, Stitcher, or Spreaker, or check out the Mark Martin podcast on accelerated.com. But I'll tell you what, Chris Elliott was the featured guest on episode number 8. You can learn a lot about Chris Elliott.
Really?
Yep. I thought that was him, and I was going to mention that earlier. That's kind of why I brought it up, but I wasn't 100% sure. Thought maybe it was like Bill Elliott or something. No. Not Chase, but Chris. It's the dirt track ace of Chris Elliott, who's going to lead them into 1 and 2. It'll be 2 laps to go this next time by on the speed plant. This time by off of turn number 4. It'll be 2 laps to go for Chris Elliott from Abilene, Texas.
So as we have the 2 to go, Chris Elliott, again, no competition. He can just ride around it.
Final time, coming to the white flag. are down the back straightaway this time for the final trip into turn number 3. The biggest field of IMC modifieds we've seen here at Texarkana in quite some time. $2,000 going to ride back to Abilene, Texas tonight. Chris Elliott going to be your winner in 915 here at Texarkana 67 Speedway in the IMC modified main event. Coming across the stripe to grab second. Wow, Weaver came out of nowhere to grab second over the 60 of gold. Fourth, it looks like Kevin Sestair. Fifth will go to the... Looks like Craig Oakes.
Wow. What happened to... where'd Stevens go, man? What happened to Stevens? Did I blink, changing my batteries, and something happened? You missed it too, huh? Tyler Stevens has disappeared. What a run for Randy. May the 4th. Want to thank everyone coming out tonight. We have one feature left in the 4-cylinders. But if you are leaving, drive safe. If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl. Let your buddy drive you home.
Y'all be sure if you're headed out to make some noise for this driver here in a moment when he climbs out. So the driver to the strong ready mix War Shocks, Kyle Paul Construction, number 915. Like I mentioned, he was a guest on Mark Martin's podcast, episode number 80. You can check it out on Stitcher, Spreaker Radio, on Castbox, or on Accelerated. Barry Braun did a fine job there, combining forces with the NASCAR legend Mark Martin, and this fella right here was the featured guest on episode number 8. You should go check it out. From Abilene, Texas, climbing out of the car. Give it up for him, race fans. The first IMC Modified winner here on a Wednesday night in quite some time for Chris Elliott from Abilene, Texas. Well, I tell you what, Chris, far different. Let's get over here for the IMC TV cameras, man, if we can. Far a little bit difference, man. I see what you posted on Facebook earlier today about how last night just didn't go as planned, man. You felt like you sucked, I guess. You just simply put it, that's how you said it. The car sucked. Anyway, it just wasn't good for you. But I tell you, what a turnaround tonight, though.
Yeah, I got to thank my dad first off. I put him through it last night. I mean, we changed everything. We probably changed springs 4 or 5 times, shocks several times, pull bars. And then tonight we completely redid it at my uncle's house. So it's cool that he was able to be out here too. My Uncle Ronnie, he's here. Thank you to all the fans for coming out. This was cool. I like this place.
You seem like you liked it pretty good. Were you ever nervous, though, having to kind of reset each and every one of those restarts, or was it actually helping you getting refocused?
No, I didn't want the restarts because I knew that was going to get Tyler close. I knew him and Kevin would probably be coming, and Drew, too. This is his house, so... Yeah, I didn't. Once I got to the lead, I didn't want to see him, but we were able. The car was smooth enough that I think I was going to be okay.
Did you make a lot of changes on the car today?
Yeah, we worked on it. I think we got up at about 10 and worked on it till about. We got here late. We got here about 6:30, 6:45 today, so we did a bunch.
Were you in like a Walmart parking lot somewhere, or what?
No, we got to be under the shade trees. We don't get these kind of trees in Abilene, so it's cool to be around the trees at my uncle's house. So.
Nonetheless, like you said, after kind of a tumultuous night last night, it turns around and ends up pretty good for you, man. It's also been a pretty fun last couple of months for you. You know, being on Mark Martin's podcast, there's a lot of great things happening for you and your race team right now. I'm sure it's been pretty fun for you here in 2018.
Yeah, this is the last month stretch has probably been the best. I mean, it's been the best for me in racing. I can't thank all my supporters enough. Getting to talk to Mark was. I mean, the podcast was cool, but I got to talk to him before and after, and it was just, cool dude.
Sure you'll be looking for that Race for Coach 74 victory coming up in September.
Yeah, that's what we're working on, trying to get better, because Ricky's going to be good. He's going to be tough to beat. So
Absolutely. Hey, for all the folks that may be watching on IMCA TV, let's hear about all your supporters on this 915 car.
First off, Poston Motorsports out in Midland. Randy, Will, thank y'all for everything. Strong Ready Mix, Kyle Paul Construction, IRP Race Cars, E&E Custom Paint and Body, Vintage Cactus Boutique, my family, my wife, Tana, my mom, my dad. Couldn't do it without them.
Safe trip back to Abilene, man. Congratulations. You very well deserved tonight for you, Chris.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen, from Abilene, Texas. Chris Elliott takes the victory tonight here at Texarkana. Your front-wheel drive 4-cylinder main event. Get ready to drop the hammer here. Your final main event of the night here in this Wednesday night special here at Texarkana 67 Speedway.
July the 13th and 14th with the two-day show NCRA Sprint Car Bandit Series right here on Saturday night, July the 14th. July the 13th, we'll be running a two-day show for the Hobby stocks, factory stocks, and the four-cylinders. Michael King Jr. out of El Dorado, Arkansas, trying to pick up where he left off last time here. Out front, looking pretty. Didn't get the win, though, but he's in a different ride this time out here, but he's got Lishman and Converse all over him here. Morgan Powell rides in fourth. Danny Rambo rides in fifth. Jesse Tate rides in sixth. And the old Chris McKnight ride is riding in seventh. Justin Lishman looking to the inside of Converse going down the backstretch. That's a battle for your second and third position. But right now, no one has anything for Michael King Jr. out of El Dorado, Arkansas. He's out front looking pretty. Dalton Vines and Cole Derrick right in the next row there. And then you got Wendy McCarty and Brian Green. Speaking of green, we're going green. Last feature event here at 67 Speedway, July the 4th for our big fireworks spectacular. What a run for Chris Elliott in that IMCA modified event, man. Oh my. Justin Lishman, Justin Converse, a pair of Justins put on a show for second and third. Lishman will push up a little bit. They won't make any contact. They'll keep it clean and keep it green. But nobody has a chance, it looks like, on Michael King Jr., man. He's just able to pull away easily. If someone can catch him, I'll be a little surprised just because it's such a hard battle for second. They're letting him step out more and more each time. So Michael King Jr. leads the way here over Justin and Justin. Morgan Powell riding in fourth at 21M after giving up I say more than them and us was old Keith Wright down there. I'm sure he loved seeing old Skeet get that win, didn't you? Yeah, let me tell you.
I'll be biased and say I thoroughly enjoyed it as well.
Hey, like you said, fans aren't a microphone. Sometimes it comes out, right?
Even Ned Jarrett cheered his son across the line for the Daytona 500 win.
Contact, Wendy McCarty, Brian Green. Green will keep it going to keep it green, but unfortunately McCarty is going to bring out yellow, the color of her numbers on her car. That might be white, I can't tell from here.
Michael King Jr. is the real deal.
Tech, which is the good thing.
I know more about four-cylinder cars than I know anything.
All I know is you're not supposed to have variable timing. I've learned that.
Or a coupler or a mini clutch.
What variable timing is, I don't know. I don't think you can have plutonium either. Or the thing that they have in the back of the Back to the Future cars. Was it plutonium runs that space time invader? no Back to the Future for you, huh?
Wrong guy.
Oh, Zach.
Too old.
Halfway point in this one. Michael King Jr.'s led them all. Captain Universe, Justin Converse, has had nothing for him so far. Lishman, same thing. They've just been battling out for second. They have been side by side for second for now 8 laps, I believe. 8 green flag laps is what I'm going to say here, Zach. Still side by side is Justin Converse, Justin Lishman, Morgan Powell trying to close the door on him there. Michael King Jr.'s opened up a front stretch lead. And I tell you, I don't know what's going to happen here, but when that calculations are correct here, that thing hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious crap go down. That car's going to leave here Back to the Future style. It says Dr. Emmett Brown. Great Scott, Zach. You're not a Back to the Future fan, man? I thought you had I thought you drove a DeLorean in high school. Well, the story of driving a DeLorean sounds better. But green flag is out right here. Gonna have a couple lap shootout. Can Justin Lishman or Justin Converse catch up to Michael King Jr.? Cole Derrick's made his way up to the 4th spot, trying to get by Morgan Powell. Danny Rambo's right there too. That's your battle on the track right now. It's gonna be for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th between Converse, Derrick, Powell, Rambo, Wendy McCarty trying to make her name known in this one as well. So white flag one more time around for Michael King Jr. to get it parked here in Victory Lane. And it looks like he's probably going to do it here. He's got a good gap on Justin Lishman. We appreciate everyone coming out to enjoy this Wednesday, July the 4th with us here right at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Again, drive safe on your way out. Remember, we won't be here Friday the 6th, but go out to Timberline Speedway. Billy White's Mod Freedom 30, 2nd annual 2000 win, 200 start, Outlaw Modified show. And give it up, fans, as he climbs out of the car momentarily here. Out of El Dorado, Arkansas, it's the 14 junior, Michael King Jr., the youngster, getting it parked at 67 Speedway. We'll grab a quick picture first. We'll wrap it up here with an interview, and everyone, again, drive safe as you exit here. Getting it done. I figured we'd meet eventually here at Michael King Jr. Different rides, still getting that other one repaired?
I think it's trash, man. I don't think we're gonna get that back one.
I was telling Zach that y'all were trying to repair it as you got this one out on the track, but didn't know we were actually bringing up that incident with Tyler Moore at Boot Hill, and scary stuff as we watched that. He was there live, I wasn't, but bad wreck there. But hey, either way, you got this thing on a rail as well. The 14 Junior, different car though, right? This is a whole different make.
This is a Cavalier. Now, it was a Cobalt.
So, well, it looks like you can get it done in whatever you got out here, man. Good to see you back. It's been a while since we've seen you here. You were here open night March 16th. Was that the only time you came out, or did you come out twice?
That was my only time out here so far.
That's what I was telling him. After that, you kind of started popping up at Boot Hill, but glad to see you back here with us. Big win here tonight in front of all these fans. They've started to pile out now with the feature being done, and a lot of people have to go to work tomorrow, but you've got it going on, man. I know you got some people you want to thank on this thing, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. First, I got to thank the good Lord for giving me this opportunity. All the brave men and women of our military that give me the freedom to be able to do what I love. Mom and Dad, PPG, Hartman Walsh, Iron Temple Gym, they sponsored the car and everything, helped me out, and it's just awesome, man. Isn't it great to be in America?
It definitely is, man. Congratulations again. Get it parked here. Michael King Jr. out of El Dorado, Arkansas, picking up the 4-cylinder win here at 67 Speedway.